Now she was the hot
brand new.
Neo Soul, because Erykah broke Neo Soul.
There was no other Neo Soul.
There was no other Neo Soul artist. You know what I'm saying? No other Neo Soul artist other than Erykah Badu. So when Erykah came here to the Hard Rock on stage, she gave me a shout out, gave Jazz a shout out, and behind, after the concert, we went into the VIP and she told the story.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. CDL Cigar and Golf, Links and Legends sit down cigar interview series coming to you right now. We are at Chocolate City, El Septimo Cigar Lounge.
Check 1, check 2, Sweet Lou coming through.
And I am here with my big brothers, my mentors, the infamous Cigar Gurus. What's going on, fellas? What it is.
Man, what's going on, CDL? How you doing, sir?
Man, look, it's a beautiful thing to have both of you here. Two guys that watched me from birth. Literally watched me from birth.
Changing back.
Literally, that happened. To have you guys sitting here with me right now is an honor. Two guys that have shaped the cigar culture here in Las Vegas and beyond. It's a pleasure, man. Yes, indeed. And we
honor to be here with you.
Yes, indeed.
For the kickoff.
Yes, indeed. Come on now. That's what I'm talking about. Look, man, Links and Legends right here, CDL Cigar and Golf. Look, let's get right into it. You guys growing up together.
Yes.
How did you guys become friends?
Uh-oh.
I need to know that.
We ain't got time for that.
I need to know that. The people need to know that.
Talk about it.
How did Lou and Jazz become friends?
Whoa. Talk about it, Jazz.
So, I was living in North Las Vegas. I was living in North Las Vegas and had moved to the west side.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any friends on the west side because back then, the west side of North Las Vegas we didn't really intermingle.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
And so you might have some cousins in North Las Vegas, but you didn't hang out over there.
Yeah, you ain't had no partners.
Yeah, you had no partners. So when I moved over there, it was that summer that I went to summer school at Rancho, which was the summer school that everybody had to go to if you live in a particular area.
That's right.
So one day, I needed a ride home. I had walked home. It was about a hike, 5-10 miles.
A long way.
Yeah. So I looked at people that I knew that was going in my direction.
Yeah.
I didn't really know Lou, but I kind of knew where he stayed.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how I knew it. A small community at the time. And so, so by the end of the day had come up, man. And I said, man, I got to get home, and I ain't walking. So I asked him. I said, hey, man, he was with my other buddy, Joe Preston. And so I said, hey, man, y'all going to the west side? They said, yeah. Before they knew it, I was stiff arm in the back seat, the bucket seat, and I was getting in the car.
Yeah.
And they rode me home, right? And when they rode me home, I said, man, I'm gonna be right here tomorrow. Pick me up in the morning. And we've been rolling ever since. So
let me come on in after that.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
As he stated, we was in I think it was a Buick. You had a Buick that his parents had given him. So we were in 11th grade, going into the 12th grade. Yeah. So of course, if you wanted to advance your studies, and some folks were deficient, so you had to go to summer school.
That's right.
And so geographically, the designation on our zip codes was Rancho. So naturally, when he literally stiff-armed himself into the car, literally. So bucket seats, my man Buke is driving, I'm on the passenger side, Jazz is in the back seat. My man Buke is driving saying, Lou, do you know him?
They didn't know me.
I'm like,
I was a desperado, man.
True story. Renegade. This is a true story. I say, man, I don't know him.
Really?
And I'm like, but he in your car. He in your car. So geographically, because we was going to the west side, and Jazz is a Northtown dude. And so as he indicated, as you may know, that cats from the west side didn't really engage in cats from Northtown. You know what I'm saying? That was a no-no.
Yeah.
And so we going, Jazz stiffed on himself in the car. We pulling off from summer school, Rancho High School, which that was his home school.
Right.
We went to Western. So we were Warriors. And coming through, and so as we making our move up the street, up Owens.
Yes.
Up Owens, again, trying to figure out, well, who is this dude? Well, I knew
Still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, well,
figure it
I
out.
knew
Still formed in the car.
you
Y'all
still
still trying to figure it
No,
out.
Man,
real
we got
talk.
air conditioning.
Yeah.
No, real talk.
We got air
Real
conditioning.
talk. Now, we knew of Jazz. We knew
Yeah.
of Jazz because, Jazz was he played football.
Yeah.
But he was a track star.
That's right.
So that was his thing. Jazz's thing was track.
Yeah.
So we knew of him, and then he was a kind of flamboyant dude. He used to wear these unique haircuts.
Yeah.
And he was a trendsetter.
That's right.
So he was a trendsetter. So again, coming from Northtown going to the West Side, because he was new to the West Side.
Yeah.
So as we going up Owens, get to his house on Blankenship,
Agent Blankenship.
dropped him off, and he said, same time in the morning.
Yeah, same time, same channel.
I'll see y'all in the morning.
Yeah.
I see y'all in the morning. And sure enough, because Butte had the car, so Butte came and picked me up
Wow.
off of Jay
Wow.
in Lake Mead. Come pick me up first,
Yeah.
and then we picked Jazz up, and we did that the whole entire summer.
Unbelievable.
We've been rolling ever since.
Unbelievable.
Yes, sir.
Look, that's when we talk about bonds and when we talk about how friendships really form. That's organic.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There's no faking
No.
with that. So
No.
as you guys stand here today, as the Cigar Gurus,
Yes.
and look at the cigar culture here in Las Vegas and beyond, how do you feel you've ingratiated yourself and your legacy into it?
Oh, absolutely. So, again, I'm just so grateful, man, that we've had an opportunity, man, to actually set the premise, create the landscape, set the stage, develop the platform for the aficionados that are here in Vegas. And so again, Jazz and I have truly been engaged in cigars for quite some time. Now, me, myself, personally, I've been smoking cigars roughly for about going on, 31 years. And so naturally, when everybody else was engaged to other activities, marijuana and et cetera, I was always smoking cigars because, see, for me, cigar smoking for me has always been therapeutic. It's always been therapeutic for me. And so when you actually have an opportunity, man, to detox, and especially coming out of West Las Vegas, West Las Vegas and North Las Vegas, a lot of the things that we saw, you know what I'm saying, the gang culture, the climate, the foolery and the foolishness that we saw. So ultimately for me, it was just a cigar was something that was engaging for me to actually be able to blow a cigar, man, and receive the return in what the cigar has done for me. So ultimately, as a guru, when they started hosting the cigar conventions, Big Smoke, IPCPR, and all these events in Vegas, well, we were already doing it. You know what I'm saying? The gurus, we were literally already doing it. And so ultimately, because of the relationship that we had fostered, with a lot of individuals around the country, especially coming out of the HBCU culture, a lot of people was coming into Vegas. A lot of people was coming into Vegas, and they were identifying with Jazz and I because of our relationships from Grambling. And so with all the aficionados that was coming in, because remember, it was not regular activity that everybody was smoking cigars. It was not regular activity that everybody was smoking cigars. And so we got a lot of the established cigar establishments now, and we're truly grateful, and we commend, but everybody that's out here are standing on the guru's shoulders. For real. Everybody that's standing out here now is standing on the guru's shoulder when we talk about this cigar culture. And we are so elated, that everybody is evolving into lounges, smoke shops, and et cetera, social groups.
The whole nine. I think that a big part of my fascination with cigars started in 1994. And I came home from Grambling, and I was writing an underground newspaper called the West Side Underground News. And as I would, the one. And as I would write the newspaper, I would go over the shades and smoke a cigar because they would let you at that time. They would allow you to smoke cigars in different spaces, right? But like Lou said, there wasn't a whole lot of folks that were smoking cigars, and so when we started the Gurus, then we started inviting folks to different venues, small venues that we would have, and there'd be small sets, and the set started to grow. And my man, shout out to my man Curtis, because Curtis Green was also a part of that. And so it got bigger and bigger, and the communities got bigger and bigger, and the social groups began to evolve. And so now when you go into Tap and Ash, you see the bands on the wall that are showing reverence to those social groups that have started the whole cigar movement. But as Lou indicated, Cigar Gurus are on the bottom tier of that, of the top tier.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
The bottom tier of the top tier.
That's right. That's right. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Look, man, you are here live, man, right here. Donnell Thomas, CDL Cigar and Golf. Links and Legends sit-down cigar interview. I am here with the infamous Cigar Gurus. Now, you mentioned your time at Grambling State University, GSU.
I thought you knew.
I thought you knew.
Talk about your time there and how you met the beautiful, the elegant Miss Erykah Badu.
So there's a story that goes along, and it's a story that Erykah shares. If you ever at any of her concerts, and she does an exclusive VIP after all of her shows. And she has an intimate.
I know because I've been a part of them.
Yes, sir. Say it again.
I have been a part of it. I know exactly what he's talking about.
She does an intimate,
I was there.
Exclusive after all of her shows. And
I vouch for it because I was there.
And so I came to Grambling in '85, coming from Vegas. And it's a long ways from home. You know what I'm saying? And going down to the South, man, and understanding the culture and representing the city. And a lot of people don't understand, at HBCUs, you have people from all walks of life.
Yes, you do.
And they're all over the country
Yes.
and international.
Yes.
Literally.
Yes.
You know, Virgin Islands, etc.
Yes, everywhere.
You know what I'm saying?
Everywhere.
Africa, Jamaica.
Yes.
So you have students that are engaged into the culture, ultimately. So in 1988, there was a homecoming event that we had at Grambling. And it was funny because there was a fight that broke out after a big game, and Erykah tells the story to the T, and we actually got some Graham fam. We got some Graham fam in the house right now, and Erykah tells this story so eloquently every time we connect. 1988, there was a big fight that broke out, and of course at that time Jazz and I, you know, we were running the yard. You know, Jazz came in once he came out the military. He came to Grambling, but he was visiting while he was in the military. He was in Texas at Fort Hood.
Yes, sir.
He was at Fort Hood, and so he ultimately started, and he enrolled in Grambling at the time. So in '88, big fight broke out, and when the fight broke out, a guy actually swung on me. Literally, he swung on me, stole on me, right? And so the whole entire campus, because there was a big fight on the yard. So the whole entire campus started retreating back towards the dormitories. They was running away from the fight. Literally. And so at the time, my brother, AKA Drakey, may he rest in paradise, Dre had on a polka dot shirt. Remember that, Jazz?
Polka dot shirt.
He had a black and white polka dot shirt on. And so, of course, being from Vegas, man, you know, we from the west side and the north town, so we get a little gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Not a little.
Not
a little.
But we pursuing higher education, man.
That's right.
Higher education. So ultimately, when that happened, the dude swung on me, then everybody ran away from the fight. Literally, everybody ran away, because it's a fight.
Somebody identified, wait, that's Sweet Lou. And the whole crowd shifted and ran back towards the fight.
The entire literally. Erykah tells the story. She tells she said, I was a freshman in 1988.
Yes, sir.
And somebody said, everybody was running from the fight.
Yeah.
And she said, and you heard her say,
yes, I did.
Somebody said, that's Sweet Lou.
Yeah.
And the whole campus
Yeah.
turned back around and engaged in the fight.
Yes.
Because it was Sweet Lou.
Wow.
Literally.
Wow.
And so ever since then, we had we were already super tight. And ultimately, when I was at Grambling, I used to host all of the talent shows. So I was the MC. So a lot of times, what Vegas now sees with me, it was developed at Grambling.
Yes.
And so when Erykah, 1996, when she was with Kadar Entertainment, and she came online in 96, and she hit the Vibe magazine, and she was the exclusive on the cover of Vibe.
Yes, sir.
And so she came here in concert at the Hard Rock. At the Hard Rock. Okay, at the Hard Rock. At the Hard Rock, and of course, at that time, it was exclusivity for us.
Yes, sir.
So she VIP'd everybody, and everybody was tripping because when she went on stage, now she was the hot new neo soul, because Erykah broke neo soul. There was no other neo soul artist. You know what I'm saying? No other neo soul artist other than Erykah Badu. So when Erykah came here to the Hard Rock on stage, she gave me a shout out, gave Jazz a shout out, and behind, after the concert, we went into the VIP and she told the story. And for over 30 years, she's been telling this same story about Sweet Lou Collins and Jazz at Grambling and how we met. And because again, like I said, at Grambling, I was the guy. I was, you know,
And see, Erykah sang with a group at Grambling called Harmony. And so we used to host these dinners because we had an offspring off of Lou. Lou's performance on the stage led us to doing parties at the house. And so we were known for doing very exclusive events at the house. But we would gut out the whole house and take the furniture out and go rent tables and have cadre serving like Las Vegas with the black and white on.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And people didn't understand it because it was a grown-up type of thing, right? And so they were very excited about it because we had live entertainment. Erykah Badu was live entertainment. I was her first manager at Grambling State University in a group called Harmony. That's correct. And she'll tell you that story these days.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Look, once again.
And not only Erykah, you know, my man E40.
Shout out E40.
You know what I'm saying? E40, shout out, you know, to the Yay area. 40 was at Grambling. That was my guy. Yeah, Earl Stevenson, you know what I'm saying? Proud of him, man, and what he's doing, man.
Indeed.
With his whole entire liquor line.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? He's getting that money, man. And then we also had Natalie Giselle. Natalie was the one who played in Baps with Holly Berry. May she rest in peace.
Yes, sir.
So we was all on at the G at the same time, man. Getting it in.
And then Chris Brown's manager, Tina Davis.
Yeah, Tina Davis, Chris Brown.
Broke Chris Brown. So a lot of talent came out of GSU.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Look, man, once again, I got the Cigar Gurus here with me, man. Live right here. We are here at El Septimo, man. Chocolate City Cigar Lounge right here. Look, last question. When it's all said and done, what is the stamp? What is the legacy that you want to leave on the cigar culture as the Cigar Gurus right here in Las Vegas and beyond? Your stamp. What do you want it to be?
Me, quite frankly, I want to be known as a pioneer.
Yes, sir.
Someone that pioneered ushering in the cigar culture to Las Vegas. Because before the Cigar Gurus really started assembling groups for fellowship with cigars, and it didn't exist in this town. And I traveled all over the country, visited cigar lounges all over the country, and we didn't even have a black cigar lounge before the Cigar Gurus started convening groups and having sets where they would understand what the cigar culture was all about. They embraced it, and we assembled peacefully, and we had camaraderie, and it was all these different social groups that now are established well in Las Vegas, and the Cigar Gurus were one of the first of those.
Right. And in addition to that, man, I just want to say, I'm like I said earlier, I'm so pleased or appeased that the cigar culture has evolved and where it is now. So I'm so grateful to everybody now who has accepted and allowed themselves to be engaged in the process, because when I was coming up in college, they said that the deals were cut on the golf course
Yes.
and the tennis court.
Yes, sir.
That's where all the deals were. And so, you know, I majored in economics.
Yes.
That's why I moved. I majored in economics and management.
Yes.
And so now the deals are being cut in cigar lounges.
Yes, they are.
The deals are being cut in
In
cigar
addition
lounges.
to.
In addition to.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
in addition
Yes,
to.
sir.
You know what I'm saying? In addition to. And so, like I said, I'm just so grateful that the Gurus, we're also able to move and still be recognized and accepted
Yes, sir.
as the beacons.
Yes, sir.
We are the beacons
Yes, sir.
of this cigar culture in Las Vegas.
Yes, sir. Yes,
In
sir.
Las Vegas.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? Say it again.
Don't lose Vegas.
Don't lose Vegas. And so again,
yeah.
when we look at, we got people in Tapping Ash, and we look at, Chocolate City,
Yes, sir.
and of course, respect to Sugar Daddies.
Respect Sugar
You know what I'm
Daddies,
saying?
man.
Respect to Sugar Daddies.
Shout out Jeff,
You know what I'm saying? And other lounges that are emerging.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Because again, the paradigm has shifted.
Yes, sir.
And so when we talk about recognizing and respecting the culture
Yes, sir.
and what it brings, so significantly for me, we are already legendary.
Yes, sir.
We are already legendary.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And this is a nuance. And I had an opportunity, and I'm just gonna say this, and it may be a shameless plug. Well, I went over to the Las Vegas Cigars. Las Vegas Cigars on Sahara.
Yes, sir.
And spoke with the owners over there
Yes,
because
sir.
again, they were some of the first too.
Absolutely.
Because the Gurus, we used to hang out at Las Vegas Cigars.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We used to be in there.
Shout out Jacob and Roger over
That's
there.
right.
man.
Sean Jacob
Good
and Roger.
dudes.
Yeah,
Good dudes over
we
there.
used to be at Las Vegas Cigars as
Yes,
the
sir.
Gurus.
Yes, sir.
And so shout out to Las Vegas Cigars, but ultimately, like I said, with Tapping Ash, and of course Chocolate City. Shout out to the Tapping Ash family, sincerely, man. And again, it's just all about relevancy. You know what I'm saying? And let me just say this before I leave. Don't think at any point that any new cigar lounges emerging is competition. It's not competition. It's transition.
Come on now.
It's transition. So there's been a lot of people talking about, why are they there? Why are they there? They know. No. If you've ever been to New Orleans,
Yeah.
if you ever go to Bourbon Street,
Yeah.
or any other major metroplex,
1,000
they
thing.
have Bourbon Street is known for daiquiris.
1,000
They
of
have
them.
daiquiris bars right
Everywhere.
next to each other.
Right next to each other.
And nobody ever asks, well, why do they set up over there?
Right.
They know
Right.
we do daiquiris too. Why they
Right.
set up daiquiris?
Right.
It's not competition.
Yeah.
It's a transition.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
so you can transcend from here, see what they're doing, and go over here and see
Yeah.
what they're doing.
Absolutely.
And it makes sense.
Yes, it is.
So CDL,
Yes, sir.
man, again, I'm so grateful to be a part of this and so pleased on what CDL has done and what CDL is doing. And thank you, man, for finding the Gurus
Yes, sir.
relevant
Yes, sir.
to be a part of this broadcast, brother.
And I wouldn't have had it any other way. Wouldn't have had it any other way.
Listen, real quick, I got to plug Tapping Ash Golf Tournament.
Yes,
It's
indeed.
happening on November 2nd.
Yes,
That's
indeed.
at Desert
I
Pines
will
Golf
be
Course, and
taking.
proceeds.
I will be taking part.
Yes, sir. You have already registered.
Yes, sir.
And proceeds go to the nonprofit that I work for, my right-hand man,
indeed.
one man, Roxanne right here. Go to CORE, right? And that's, you can go to CORE, www.corewecan.org, and you can register or you can donate. Yes, sir. That's a shameless plug.
Yes, indeed. Nothing shameless about it. Look, once again, this is CDL Cigar and Golf, Links and Legends sit-down cigar interview series. I am here with the legendary, the infamous, my big brothers,
It's my pleasure.
the Cigar Gurus.
My
Man.
pleasure.
We appreciate y'all,
Yes, sir.
man.
Blessings,
CDL Cigar and Golf, man. Get into it.
Yes, sir.
Love.